Day 7 here on Lamberto Bava Theme Week. Yeah, I'm your host, Mood616, and thank you once again for making it all the way through the week with me and stopping in once again. Alrighty, so, yes, first off I want to thank everybody that supported this entire week and watched all the reviews. That's fucking awesome. Thank you for the support, I love that. Trying to get back to the comments as fast as I can. I've been so fucking busy this week. I've recorded like fucking 15 videos this week. So busy at work and at the house. It's crazy. But I'm loving it. It's so much fun. It's been a fucking awesome week, Lamberto Bava films. I've really enjoyed, just visiting these films that really never get talked about. I thought it was a good idea, to explore the films other than the classics, So I hope everybody enjoyed this week, and once again, thank you. So for Day 7, this film right here is basically like a Lamberto Bava. I don't want to say rip. I hate using the word rip-off, but this movie came out in 2005. Right about the time when a lot of like torture, and I hate using the word torture porn or the term torture porn, but when torture films were kind of, making it really big, with the likes of Saw and fucking Hostel and among films. So he did a film called The Torturer. Like I said, came out in 2005, very much in the vein of like of Hostel and Saw. So, getting into the plot of this one, very simple plot. You got a girl named Jeanette. She shows up at this this artist's house to audition for the lead role in his new but controversial full-length feature film. And the audition is very sleazy, of course. She's basically propped up on a stage and she's asked to do or answer a bunch of like questions that are totally out of the ordinary, to strip and do weird things. And she's kind of getting a vibe like, this is really fucking weird, because first of all, he's not even, the guy doing the interview is not even in the room. He's like propped up like on a balcony, talking through like a filter and a microphone and shit like that. He's being all creepy and shit. And anyway, so she continues and finishes the interview, or the audition. Meanwhile, during the audition, she finds an earring on the stage there. Of course, it's right on the stage. And, she kind of pockets it and stuff, and she eventually goes out with, the artist, has like a one-night stand with him and stuff like that. And meanwhile, after she has the one-night stand with this guy, she's been trying to get a hold of her friend, who she later learns that she also had an audition with, this artist and stuff, and she hasn't been heard from in the last 3 days. So she randomly checks the earring, and it actually has her name on it, so now she's convinced that, something's definitely happened to her and whatnot. And so she kind of starts to investigate, especially after she has a one-night stand with the artist, and then he takes it upon himself to introduce her to his really fucked up mom and his stepdad, who is also the producer of the movie that is going to be made. Yeah, so, after that, she really starts to investigate, because, it just, one thing kind of led to another there in her mind, and, they've got to be responsible for her disappearance and stuff. And meanwhile, it keeps cutting back to like other girls having auditions at this, at this studio and stuff like that, and then shit starts going down and whatnot. But yeah, I'll leave the plot right there. So my thoughts on this one. I gotta say, right from the get-go, this movie had a really fucking cool intro, like the way the credits rolled, and this pretty fucking awesome music, and pretty cool torture scene. It set up the film really, really nice, it's very typical Italian Lamberto Bava type film. It's dubbed in English. The acting's, here and there. It is what it is. It doesn't really bother me. It bothers some people, but it's very typical. And I was surprised, because Lamberto Bava basically kind of returning to the horror game after a long time, of not really doing like, feature films that weren't for, TV and stuff. Actually still had his style there. This movie's very, much in the vein of, like, those torture films and exploitation and very sleazy at times and stuff. It has all those elements that make up a good, Italian kind of rip-off film. The story is definitely pretty weak, I've got to say. It's really weak, and you pretty much can pick out who the torturer is right off the bat in this film. I mean, I don't know if that's due to the fact that I do watch a lot of movies and it's just easier to pick out, or I'm just watching films that are just really poorly made. I don't know. I'm probably going to say they're just poorly made because I'm really not that smart. But overall, it's a decent watch. The lead actress, I think her name is, I don't know, she's a Russian model. She's fucking beautiful, man. Really, she does a good job in the movie. But, it's got a pretty good score to it. The torture scenes, I thought there could have been a little more torture scenes. There's not a whole lot of gore, but it is pretty vicious at times, what's happening in the scenes and stuff. It's not as, extreme as I thought it might be with a title like The Torturer. But, it was still it was fun. It was fun right to the end. And, I mean, the very end of the movie was actually quite laughable. I mean, just what goes down in the end with... I'm not going to say anything because, if you want to check this out, which I do recommend, this movie, especially after all the other films that I've recommended this week, I have to recommend this one. But the very end of the movie actually made me laugh out loud. I thought it was so hysterical. It was just ridiculous. Yeah, I don't know, man. I had a lot of fun with this. If I had to rate this one, I'd probably give it around, a strong 6.5. I was a little let down by, I was hoping to see a little more gore in it, but, it is what it is. But it's still a film I can recommend. I had fun with it, so. Yeah, The Torture, definitely one of the latest films by Lamberto Bava, 2005. I think he's done a couple films after, but they're made for television films again, so I think this is pretty much his last, non-TV horror film, so. Yeah, very fun film. I do recommend this one, especially if you like movies like Saw and fucking Hostel and shit like that, and Italian films in general, like I say every day in every review, but, you have to be lovers of those things to respect these films and like them, so. But, who knows, there might even be gateway films for you to, introduce yourself to Italian films and stuff, but I do recommend checking out Lamberto Bava's probably classic films before you check out most of the films that I reviewed this week. If you've never checked out any Lamberto Bava films, especially Demons, and Demons 2, Macabre, Blade in the Dark, Delirium, shit like that. All those titles are in the intro if you guys have been watching the intro, so. But anyways, I'm kind of just rambling on here, but yeah, The Torture, I thought it was fun. I can't knock it too much. It's pretty much what I expected. It is what it is. So yeah. And that is going to do it for Lamberto Bava week. 7 days of fun, man. I had a really good time doing this. I thought it was fantastic. I don't know when my next theme week is going to be, but I do know what it's going to be. I'm actually contemplating between two different theme weeks. One of them being a sequel to my first theme week, so if you were around for that one. Because I have, of course, 7 more Killer Rat films at my disposal right now to review, so I'm thinking I might do a sequel to that. I don't know. If you want, let me know down in the comments if you have any ideas, but I do have a list of actual theme weeks that I can possibly do right now. I'm just contemplating which one I actually want to do next, and I'll probably do that, I think, maybe sometime in December or something. I'm going to be gone here in the next couple weeks to Mexico, but I'm going to pre-record a bunch of videos, so it'll be like I'm not even gone. All my regular videos will be posted on the right days and stuff, so, because I'm a dork like that. But anyways, guys, thank you once again for supporting Lamberto Bava Week. I really, really fucking appreciate it. It means a lot. If you're watching the videos, leave comments. I love the comments, so I do it for you guys. I have so much fun doing this, and I always get excited when people are like, yeah, I'm so excited for Lamberto Bava Week, and then they actually watch the videos and comment and stuff, so very cool, guys. Yeah, that's going to do it for me. I am out of here. Thank you, guys, and peace out.